This film is about setting the needle bar, and also I will show and describe the parts that connect from the top of the needle bar to the horizontal arm shaft. Let's do this. But there's a small problem. The set screw at the back, in order to set the needle bar, that will not undo. However, okay guys, check this out. I've been working on this for it's got to be the last couple of hours. And what I've been working on in particular is the set screw that is on the back of this needle clamp thing here. And so it's really difficult because that is a set screw back there. And it is really in there good. I tried heating it up a little bit. I tried hammering a little bit. I've really oiled it well back there, but to no avail. No real successful resolution. And then while I was moving the sewing machine around, inadvertently, accidentally, this thing here, the needle bar measuring device, because that's what this is, the needle bar measuring device or whatever, it accidentally went all the way over to here. And when I moved it back over to here, it slipped into almost perfect, because that top ledge there is practically splitting that line in half, except the needle bar clamp is slightly off. So there we go. Fodder for more work, for more investigation. And that's what I do like about doing this, is that I'm really getting to know this area well. It does end up getting set almost accidentally, almost inadvertently. So this is still a very worthwhile video. There also is an extra portion at the end. Stick around and enjoy. So this is the part of the video where I have to say that because the set screw at the back of the needle clamp cannot be undone, then it is not possible to use that set screw to set the timing. But I was able to set it just, moving stuff around and that, and it became set almost as accidentally as it didn't get set. So this is still a really great video to watch. It's really interesting. I hope you like it. This was before adjustment. This is how it looks now. Of course, the main event is that this needs to be remedied. And it was remedied, but the camera wasn't filming. This is what happened. Needle bar measuring gauge right here. It looked like this edge may have been not quite level, although it was. I attempted very determinedly to try and undo that set screw at the back to reset it, and I wasn't able to do it. That set screw is hard to access. It is very small. In the process of doing all that, this became dislodged. I somehow moved it while I was moving the machine around, and this ended up over here on this side, facing that way, not the camera. So I very carefully got a pair of needle nose pliers and a small screwdriver, and I very carefully tried to move it back. And when it went back, it went into almost what I believe is close to perfect position. And I never really actually unscrewed the back set screw and reset it like I would like to have done for this video. But you know what? When I film my videos, it's real life. It's happening right then and there. I've never done this before, and I love being a vintage sewing machine amateur explorer. I hope you do too, and hope this is helpful to you. If you don't mind me saying so, please subscribe. It would help. Thank you for that. This is the needle bar clamp. This thing is the needle bar timing gauge. And down here, this line here, is the timing mark. So the only really named part is this connecting link here. I'm sure these do have a name as well, but we can see there's 1, 2, So I'm looking through the adjuster's manual, and I can find that this piece here is called the connecting link. I'm going to have to look for these names here to see if they in fact have one. There is the counterweight on the end of the horizontal arm shaft at this end, and that is looking good. So what I'm trying to do right now is I'm trying to figure out if there's a way I can get this needle bar out of there without having to undo that screw back there, because I can't get it yet. So maybe the solution is to remove the presser bar and open up this side of the inside of the sewing machine so that I can get that. I don't want to strip that set screw, and you know, obviously it's in a very inconvenient location. I mean, no shame or blame, that screw has probably been in there since, I'm not sure how old this machine is. I don't know if it's a 1930s machine or a 1940s machine or what it is, 50s, whatever. I haven't checked the number. But anyway, so I've been able to set the needle bar by, I mean, who's to bless and who's to blame? By goodness or error, it has come full circle. So that has been done, and we have had a look at all these parts here, and we have learned that, if we want to have the needle bar, and the presser bar and all that getting checked out, then we need to be familiar with what we're looking at right there. I want to thank you all for coming here. I hope you had fun, hope you learned something. And not to harp, but please do subscribe and like and request notifications. Right now I'm running a movie, publishing about every 2 weeks. I'm still trying to get it down to every week. So, so the improvements are slow, but they are consistent and persistent. Anyway, have fun, stay safe. Adios, amigos. Okay, there's a couple of things I just want to mention as we get started. Of course, here is the needle clamp. This thing here is called the needle clamp, and this thing is the measuring gauge. And as I've pointed out before, this is off center, so it needs to go over that way to the viewer's left. But for now, we'll leave it there. Okay, so it is a set screw, and it's right in there. And it's a hard screw to see even on a good day. And it's a slot, but it is a flathead set screw, and it goes into the back of the needle clamp. I did turn the machine around. There may be some film that shows that. And the set screw that is on the back here, it is extremely tight, difficult to get a bite on with my little screwdrivers. I do have a Chapman set sitting here nearby, and I could go that route, but at this point I'm kind of assessing, well, what am I going to accomplish? And since I was already able to adjust this a little bit, can I just take these needle nose pliers and maybe just slightly